Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, and good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, whichever part of the world you are participating today. And this is our fourth global webinar on BCSP certifications, particularly for our friends from the social media groups, particularly the WhatsApp group, which is run by Mr. Bappi in India, and HSC study group also there. And I request everybody to mute, please. So kindly mute your microphone as well as a video, switch off video in case of any requirements. You can open it during the interaction session. So today is the 10th May 2024, Friday, and 18 hours in India time. Would like to start our session. This is exclusive webinar on the BCSP certifications for the social media groups, WhatsApp, Facebook, as well as LinkedIn members. And my name is Ashok Garlapati. If you don't know me, I'm based in Kuwait, currently speaking to you from Kuwait. As you see on the screen, there are three towers. That's something like a Taj Mahal in India and Liberty Statue in America. And these are called the Kuwait Towers in Kuwait. So whenever you see these towers, that represents the Kuwait. So I'm speaking to you from Kuwait today. So it's very happy to meet you all on the virtual call today. And today we have as I said, that we have many participants from different parts of the world. Around 150 registrations have been done. This particular world map is representing different participants today. And I know I said that it is the fourth global webinar, but the whole idea started when Mr. Bappi requested me. Bappi is the one who is conducting the Safety Pro WhatsApp group in India. There is very, very active WhatsApp group. He has got different parts of the world representing different professionals. So he's doing a very good job there. And one of the objective of that particular group is to help the new members by experienced members. And as you know, I love mentoring, and which is my passion. I have mentored more than 300 plus members around the world. And I'm also registered mentor of the BCSP, ASSP, and IOSH UK. And when Mr. Bappi approached me, I grabbed the immediate opportunity immediately. And we have been doing these webinars, and today is the fourth global webinar. I also thank Shannon. She's a BCSP Strategic Advancement Manager, and she also confirmed this particular webinar. And whoever is participating for the full session today, they will be getting the self-assessment, which is costing around $100, self-assessment access of the BCSP website. What exactly is that? You're all professionals, and you want to attend this particular CSP or BCSP certifications. That self-assessment will give you where you stand with respect to the exam. What is your strengths? What are your weaknesses? All those things you can find out from that particular self-assessment. That will be costing $100. But if you are attending this webinar full time, you will get the free access for 3 months. So that's one good news for you all. And I know every meeting we start with something good. And today in most parts of India is being celebrated Akshaya Tritiya. So this is called Akshaya Tritiya. And it is basically why I am presenting this and informing you all 45 or 60 members or so. So this is associated with the everlasting success and good fortune. People rush to their gold shops and buy the gold, and something significant that it is everlasting success and good fortune. And I want you all attending this particular session today, and you are starting something good today, and you will have a good success since you are starting today. That's the sentiments of this particular festival in India. So this particular festival represents eternal blessings, while Tritiya signifies the third day of the bright fortnight. So with that, we would like to go with our agenda. Of course, we start with the value movement or the safety, health, and environment movement. We'll have a brief introduction and an insight into the BCSP certifications. Then we'll have the resources. One important thing I want to tell you is that every global webinar, I invite the person or the successful candidate who recently received either or attained or the successfully passed the ASP or CSP certifications. So he'll be sharing his own experience, how he started preparing, and during the exam, and after the, what are the techniques he has used, study techniques, or the practice techniques, whatever you call it. He'll be sharing his success story, and he is none other than Mr. Nizar is my colleague. He'll be representing, or he'll be speaking after my presentation today. And yeah, I just want to share some of the value movement today. This value movement is basically, the slide is representing their comfort versus growth zone. So basically, the comfort zone is the one, you don't necessarily feel challenged by your work. You got your government job or your public sector job, and you are good to 9 to 5 job. You take it easy. Everything, every month salary comes. You enjoy with the family, and you enjoy with your life and leisurely. You don't feel the need to change your routine because you don't want the headache of, or the panic of having to learn new things, and that's the comfort zone. Many people are comfort zone, but I don't think you 60 plus people are not in that. You want to be in the growth zone, because you already signing for this webinar itself is an opportunity for you to come out of the growth comfort zone, and you have the fear zone and learning zone. So you are now in the learning zone, and you will be looking forward for the growth zone. So that's why you are all here. Here are some of the big benefits coming your way in the growth zone. Is the personal and professional growth. You will be climbing the ladder in your profession as well as in your personal career, and more innovation and creative thinking, a lesson in the humility, but also a confidence boost. You will also always stand apart from the crowd in the growth zone, better problem solving and adaptability, building a wider network and earning valuable contacts. So there are 5 ways you can move towards a growth zone from the comfort zone. Here is a LinkedIn link there, Better Business, Better Life LinkedIn group. You can just check in there. You will also have a nice article on this particular activity, or the moving from the comfort to growth zone, and how you can achieve or how you can travel from the comfort to growth zone is change up your daily routine, diversify your circle and challenge your beliefs. And the third step is grow your skill set. And the fourth step is look into neuroplasticity. Always give a challenge to your mind. That's one of the thing. And get a business coach or the mentor in your journey towards the growth zone. So these are some of the steps you can follow. And participating in this particular webinar itself indicates that you are started your journey, and on this auspicious day you need to move forward in the journey. And that's about our value movement today. And of course, I'll be watching my chat box also. If you have any questions, you can always do it. But most of the questions, our friend from Mr. Vishnu, as well as our friend also, Mr. Tiwari, will be just volunteering on taking these questions, as well as advising me if you have any connectivity issues or any slide changing or something like that, or voice is not coming. You can always reach out in the chat box. Okay. And let's move forward with the basic introduction about our HSE professional, or the safety, health, and environment professionals. Yeah. So that's one of the things I want to share with you today. The conventional process of becoming a HSE professional is, normally we go through the academic courses, either 4-year engineering or 3-year diploma, or sometimes we do the correspondence courses or part-time after your graduation. You also do some short-term courses like OSHA outreach training, or by default by the work experience. So by work experience also you will get it. And sometimes what happens in bigger companies, that you need to change your job or change or job rotation, we call it, from manufacturing to the fire and safety or the technical service environment side. So you keep on changing the job. Whenever you change to the new location or the new department, you will try to improve your skills. That's also one of the, in earlier days, most of the time what is happening is that they used to transfer from the manufacturing or technical services or maintenance departments to fire and safety or health safety environment department. So when you are in that department, by virtue of your experience, you will become the HSE professional. And something new is happening from last two decades also, which is advanced process for becoming a HSE professionals. Of course, it is there in the western part of the world quite some time, but only recently or 2 decades back only it started growing up in our part of the world also. So the certifications. So today we are going to talk about the certifications. In addition to the left side, whatever is mentioned, you will have another opportunity to become the HSE professional through the certifications, through the health safety environment certifications. The whole idea of today's almost 60 minutes webinar is talking about these certifications. What exactly is the certification? What are the certifications available? What are the eligibility requirements? Then what are the steps to be followed? And what are the resources? All these things we'll be talking for next 30 to 40 minutes or so. So let's talk about the particularly the difference between the certification and certificate. And the certificate is listed on the right side. Basically, it comes from the education process. I'm a bachelor of engineering, and you're all some sort of engineers who went through the college, academic institutions, or the science graduates. You got through the college, and you spent your whole time in the college, and you will undergo the examination process. One fine day, you will get the certificate. Correct? So this certificate is valid for your lifetime because you went to the college, underwent the examination process and other things. And the few for newcomers and experienced professionals also, like, they will be given this particular certificate, which is valid for the whole of your lifetime. And you don't need to do anything else to with that certification. In the end result, an individual may or may not need to demonstrate knowledge of course content at the end of set period of time. So we only see the educational certificates and other things while we are recruiting, but we really don't know whether that guy can really do a job or no. That's why we have the probation period. Also, we have a research, training and awareness sessions and all those things to keep that guy fully competent. On the left side, you have the certification, which is the one which comes from the assessment process. Means there will be another set of exam by the credentialing body, typically requires some professional experience. Just out of the college, you may not be getting this, but you need to have some experience to get the eligibility. And it is also awarded by the third party or the standard setting organization. And it indicates the master or competency as a measured against a defensible set of standards. For example, if you are getting the BCSP certification, you are going through all these set of standards, and usually by the examination, and typically results in a designation to use after one's name. For example, my name, if you see in the first slide, there was a CSP, forSH&E, QEP, and all those things are there. Those designations are coming from your, from assessment process and going through this. Another important aspect of this certification is its ongoing requirement. That means, unlike your college certificate, once you pass the exam, it is valid for lifetime, whereas this certification is not valid for lifetime. You have to demonstrate your skill set once in, we call it as a recertification. So that is the recertification points have to be met once in 5 years. If you are not able to met that for those recertification points, you will lose your certification. Why these requirements are kept is that the certification body wants to ensure that the credential holder is really upgrading his skills, because every day new challenges are coming, new technologies are coming, you need to upgrade your skills. That opportunity is being given by this certification. So that's the difference between the certification and certificate. And of course, many people ask, I went to the college and I studied so many days and I got my certificate. Why the hell I should go for the certification? So I already told about the certification requirement, but now the world is growing. People are moving from different parts of the world. For example, if you see in our company, we have about 75 nationalities working in our company. That recruitment or requirement or the we gives a lot of weightage to these certifications. If anybody comes with this certification and you compare with other people who is not having the certification, so we give a lot of weightage to them. Okay, that's one of the requirement. And yeah, and another important thing is that this particular slide, which is updated almost 40 minutes back from the International Monetary Fund, the real GDP growth, if you see on the right side, you see there's all our, whoever is representing today, their economies are growing to a large extent. India is almost 6.8, in Kuwait is 1.4, which is already growth, and Saudi Arabia is 2.6. So everybody is growing, and there are a lot of industrial manufacturing opportunities are coming up. There are a lot of requirement of the HSC people in those industries, and you need to improve your skill set with these certifications to stand apart from the crowd. I'm also going to share the salary survey done by the BCSP, how the salaries are high for those people who are having the certifications. Yeah, again, the why it is important is that you have a generally demonstrating the competency, what I was telling. You raise the bar, your levels playing field is very high, and you also give a good benchmark. You advance in the safety profession, you know, and competitive advantage, demonstrates the credibility, set the standards. Pay and mobility also another important thing. Most important thing is that contract qualifications. Now, many operating companies, when they develop the contract documents, they are giving the eligibility criteria for the people. It is not only for the HSC, even for the operations and maintenance or anything. They are giving the criteria. One of the criteria which is given nowadays is for the HSC is the certifications, either BCSP or IOSH or whoever it is, but requirement of these certifications are given in the tender documents also. And these also, and some of the benefits for the employers are, it is helpful in selecting qualified safety professionals. That's what I was telling, that when we recruit the people, we see the CVs. When the certifications are there in the CVs, we have a different, we give a different weightage to them. And it also improves the safety in the workplace. When you have a good HSC people in your company, their commitment, their code of ethics, their competence will be really high, and increases public confidence in the employer safety program. Again, when your company, when your contractor presents his tender document with the people who are having the certifications, so his company's reputation goes up, and he'll also have a better mileage or better, advantage in selecting the tenders, enhances profitability and quality by reducing accidents or illnesses or insurance claims. Of course, that's very important thing for any company to reduce their insurance premiums and all those things. And this is a particularly a lightning poll was conducted by ASSP back in 2019. About 345 or 300 plus people were participated. And there was a questions related to this particular poll, that why you are doing this particular certification. And almost 32% of the people said that career advancement or increase of competitiveness compared to my peers. I was telling that if the two series are coming with one with certification, another with the without certification, obviously you will go for the people who are having the certification. That's one other thing which is also proven from this particular survey. And the next one is that around the 26% is coming from the potential for the increasement, salary, as well as, these are the different inputs have come. and required by employer also. One of the thing people are looking if some companies are asking for their employees to go for this certification. So but anyway, there are so many benefits by going through these certifications. And this particular slide is talking about the safety, health and environment industry salary survey. This is conducted in collaboration with the National Safety Council, and the results of this particular survey are available in the full report in the BCSP website. The link is given here. You can get the full report there. And of course, there is a lot of advantage of getting this particular survey. About 56,000 people have participated in this particular survey, and it is done along with the National Safety Council. And 9 in 10 SHE professionals, that is almost 93%, indicated they were employed full-time as of January who participated in the survey, and their median salary is almost 105,000 US dollars. And among all employed respondents, 6% indicated they are located outside US, and full-time employees in these other countries outside US are in the range of 42,500. And another important finding from this particular survey is that full-time safety, health and environment professionals with at least any of these certifications listed here, ASP, CHST, CIT, CSP, GSP, OHST, SMS, STS, STSC, TSP, CDJP, that is a dangerous goods professional, CHHM is a hazardous waste management, CHMP and CAH, they are generally earning around $18,100 more than those who are not having the certification. That's one of the important things you need to observe here. So these are the very good advantages of having these certifications. And of course, as almost how many people are there now, 60 plus people are there. So it's a need to gear up with the with and have a global competencies in the field of HSE profession. And I personally got the benefit of this particular certification. That's why since the year 2008, when I got my CSP, I have been mentoring, I have been encouraging the people to go for these certifications because I have seen the benefit. I want to pass on such benefit to others also. And during those days, we didn't have much mentoring opportunities, but only depending on the Google or and other friends. I used to have a friend by name Ravi Thamanur. He got his CSP in 1999, something like that. He was one of the person who inspired many people as well. So when you choose certificates programs in health, safety, environment, certification programs, you will get almost 400,000 results, and you will really get confused what certification I should choose it. If you have a people like mentors, you can always ask them, or you can go to, because nowadays the technology is very high, you can always check and you can always approach through WhatsApp groups or the Facebook or the LinkedIn. You can get some sort of an idea. And of course, there are so many things are available, but you need to really focus on which certification you should choose, okay? And the growth in titles also create many questions for the potential users. That is also one of the problem we have it, So that's why you need to really choose which certification you choose it. About ISO certifications for the 14,001 or 45,001 or 9,001. When a company gets, that company will have a different reputation, that they went through the some compliance to some set of standards. So, and even for the certifications like we are talking today, there are some bodies which were approving the credentialing body. Whoever is, for example, BCSP is giving, BCSP can just like that give it, but if their system or their governance is approved by or audited by some third party, you will have some sort of a confidence, accreditation of certification agencies. So there's a National Commission for Certifying Agencies. When you want to choose, you choose that these are approved by these agencies. Another one is ANSI standard, American National Standards Institute, ISO IEC 17024. general requirements for bodies, operating certification systems for personnel. So you need to ensure that any certification body which you are going is approved or accredited by these agencies. So today we are going to talk about one such agency, which is the Board of Certified Safety Professional, okay, about BCSP certifications. And this is approved by the American National Standards, ISO IEC 77024. This particular ANSI standard approved about 15 certifications related to health, safety, and environment. Out of these 15 certifications, and one belongs to, or 8 belongs to the BCSP itself. All other 7 belongs to different organizations, but you'll be happy to note that there are 300 plus safety certifications are available. Out of that, 15 only are approved by the ANSI. Out of those 15, 8 are approved by our BCSP certifications, and remaining 7 are listed here related to the CIH, CDGP, CHMM, CHMP, CFPS, and CRMP, and SCTPP. Okay, so these are the 7 other certifications you can see. And coming to the BCSP, which is of course established since 1969, and it is quite very old organization. It's not for profit, headquartered in Indianapolis, and we have almost 9 to 14 directors. It's not a membership organization like ASSP. It is globally recognized, and it has got a organization special consultative status with the United Nations Economic and Social Council since 2014. And these 9 to 14 members board of directors are all the volunteers. Of course, there are a CEO, and below CEO, there are 100 plus staff members are there, but there are board of directors who are really professionals like us. And as I was telling that, I got my certification in 2008, and I'm also active in the ASSP. With that platform and with that so many other foundations, I always give mentoring, and even I was appointed as an international advisory member of BCSP in 2017. I'm also the BCSP ambassador. And in 2019, I became the board of director, one of the board of director among the 14 members in 2019. So there is a 2 terms of each 3 year. I'm into the 2nd term, and this is all the top 4 people are the executive committee, and the whole slide is the board of directors and the CEO listed there. All these 4 people are chosen from the board of directors. So I was elected by this board as a vice president in last year, in 2023. Then I moved this year to the president. So I'm one of the first non-US president since 1969, representing from this part of the world. And I'm serving as a current board president. I'm trying my best to support our global fraternity through this position. We had a board meeting last almost April end also. So there are so many good decisions have been taken to support the global fraternity through these global credentials. So that's one of the things I want to tell you. And about BCSP, the mission is very clear. We inspire and develop leaders in safety, health, and environmental practice through globally accredited certification, enhancing careers, advancing the profession, and protecting the people. That's the mission, which is very clear, which we are doing every day. And the vision is a safer world through safety, health, and environmental leadership.
क्या दिक्कत है?
Okay, Mr. Suraj, you are disturbing everybody. Okay. What we were talking about the vision. Let's talk about endorsing organizations. So endorsing the organizations are the one BCSP is an individual organization, but if you have an endorsement from the other professional organizations, it will have much, much value. So it has got endorsed by American Industrial Hygiene Association, ASSP, Institute of Industrial and Systems Engineers, International System Safety Society, and NESTA, National Environment Safety and Healthy Training Association, NFPA, NSC, Society of Fire Protection Engineers. So these are all the endorsing organizations. And of course, the BCSP is a credentialing leader. We have seen out of 8 out of 15 approved by the ANSI belongs to the BCSP. It has got a strong excellence of history, and it also establishes standards for and verifies competence in professional safety practices and evaluates certificates for compliance to the recertification requirement, maintains highest standards of accreditation, 50,000 plus active certifications and designations in 108 countries are there now. And we have 4 types of certifications. One is the professional, management, technician, and supervisory, and training. And these 4 types belongs to the listed certifications like CSP, ASP, SMS, OHST, and CHST, STS, STSC, and CIT. CIT is the one certified instructional trainer who are in the health and safety environment field. They can go for that. And let's talk about these certifications each individually. What are the eligibility requirements? And this is called the safety culture. Basically, if you see the CSPs and SMS, who are the experienced people who are in the strategic planning, closely working with the C group people. CIT is the training people, who are delivering the training. And CHST, OHST are the people who are in the technical experience on the shop floors, working on the sites, and the safety technicians and supervisors. ASP, TSP, GSP are the intermediate certifications achieving towards the CSP, and they are the middle management and safety practitioners. So this is about the all certifications of BCSP. And as of 145 today, 6600222 are certifications available in the BCSP representing 108 countries. This is, dynamic, as you know. People will be passing out every day. Some people will be retiring. They will not be able to renew it. So this is a live and dynamic figure, we can say. And I recently presented, about this BCSP certification in Dubai. There was a lot of statistics has been done in this part of the world. So this is the certification statistics from India and the Middle Eastern countries, including Pakistan and other things. So you see the trend of certifications are increasing. The blue line is basically, India and going around Saudi Arabia and like that. But there is a lot of increase or acceptance of these certifications in the Middle East, India, region, Middle East, Africa, and India region, MEA in India. There is a BCSP office in Dubai. They are supporting the local professionals. If you need any support, you can also reach out to them. And we have seen the importance of the certifications. We have seen what are the certifications available under BCSP umbrella. Let's now look into how to apply these certifications. And there is a 7-step process, we always call it. It's basically talking about the application and determining your eligibility and purchasing the exam and passing the exam and the renewal fees and recertification. It goes like that, And there is a bcsp.org. You have to go there and create your profile, my profile, and you enter your information, qualifications, experience. It will also give you which certifications you are eligible. And if you want to choose particular certificate, also you can just compare your qualifications with that. And some of the eligibility requirements I can say here 4 E's. One is education, training, and experience, and examinations and ethics. So the 4 E's requirements are there. And for the CSP, you need to pass 2 exams. One is ASP, another one is a CSP. Of course, we have the a waiver process, which is if you already gone through the academic program or diplomas or anything, you can get the waiver for the ASP, which is intermediate. We will also see all those things. And CSP eligibility requirements, bachelor degree in any field. Just let me tell you that people think that engineering is required for this. There's no engineering required, and only bachelor degree of any sort of a degree, arts, science, commerce. I have seen so many people from these backgrounds got the CSP and shining in the field. So only bachelor degree is required. Another thing is that 4 years of experience also required to get this eligibility. You need to pass the ASP exam or having the equivalent exam, and ethics also, commitment to the ethics. Okay. And ASP, which is the intermediate exam, again, associate degree in safety and health environment, accredited bachelor degree in any field, 1 year experience required, commitment to the code of ethics. And TSP is the one which is, as I was telling, that I was instrumental in getting a TSP designations for many institutions in India and even other parts of the world also. Basically from the Cochin Institute and Trichy and Nagpur Fire College, and so many people have already got the QEP status by applying through the BCSP, going through the examination, the syllabus review, and meeting the blueprint requirements of the ASP. Once you meet that, the people who are passed from that particular college will get the TSP designation, which is a intermittent designation, and you can bypass ASP and write the CSP directly. Only one thing you need to note, that within 1 year of your passing out from the college should apply. There is a 1 year timeline is given. If you do not apply within that 1 year, you will lose that chance. So you need to go through the ASP and CSP also. So that's one of the thing. And there is a QEP programs. This is QEPs also, which I was telling that the same thing. It's a curriculum-based examinations, diploma or degree programs, and they will qualify for the TSP. There are 15 eligible certificates are approved currently, and if you go to the BCS website, you will see all these listed courses there from different parts of the world, and Indian institutions also listed here. And yeah, there is a QEP programs are there, and that's one of the advantage of the QEPs. So you need not write the ASP, you can skip the ASP. And the SMS is the one which is basically a people who are not having the bachelor degree, but they're having the good experience in the safety field. That's one of the thing, 10 years minimum safety management experience required. Only one thing is that if you don't have the bachelor degree, you cannot go for the CSP. But if you want to do the certification at sun and shine, do and shine, then you can go for the SMS and safety management system. These are the technician levels, having 3 years of experience with 35 years percent primary job duties. So you can go as a OHST. And there are other institutions also, CHST, which is construction health and safety technician, and STS and STSC also. Technician or supervisory level examinations. Again, you also require the recertification points also. And this is a CIT, which is a certified instructional trainer, and you need to have a eligibility is minimum 135 hours of teaching and in the safety line, health and environment line, and you have to commit to the BCSP code of ethics. You have to write the exam. This is a very, very good certification for the people who are having the training or who wants to be the trainer. And another important thing is the recertification. As I was telling, that left side of certification, 5-year recertification is mandatory, and every 5 years you need to have a 25 points for the CSP. There are 10 categories are there, like professional safety practice. If you are worked as a safety engineer, anything, you can eligible for the points under that category. If you are a membership in safety organizations, you can get that. If you are doing organizational service like me into the BCSP, you will get 1 point or something like that. And if you print publications, publish any papers, you will get the points. If you do the presentations, you will get the point. If you do the service to the BCSP, you will get the point. If you attend professional development conferences, or if you present also, you will get the point. Safety related courses, college or university courses, advanced degrees, additional certification or license, you will get the points. So these are the 10 categories which are really helping you to improve your skills as you move, as you keep on working, So 25 points for the CSP, ASP, and SMS, and 20 points for the OHST, CHST, and CIT. These are the recertification under those 10 categories you need to maintain. There is once you open the BCSP My Profile, you have the recertification worksheet. You can keep on adding your information into that. So there is a detailed data entry system is there. It's a very good system. You can always enter into that. And of course, for the STS and STS also, we have the recertification 30 hours during the 5-year cycle. Okay. And some of the resources for the HSC professionals are knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Okay. Having an examination preparation and study plan, and exam blueprints on bcsp.org are there. And there is a BCSP exam core is also there. You can have to buy that. And online self-assessments, which you'll be getting free of cost. And developing a test-taking strategy, which we will be listening from our friend, Mr. Nizar. And how to use the on-screen calculator. Earlier, we used to carry the scientific calculators. Now they have stopped that. So it's all online screen calculators have to be used. And there's exam core also there. And recertification pro, once you pass exam, you have to maintain 25 points. You don't know how to get that. If you don't know how to get that, you can go to this platform and you can buy the recertification questions or quizzes and get the points. That's also one of the thing. And we already talked about that 7 steps for the certification, which is a pick a certification right for you, meet the educational requirements, meet work experience, apply online, purchase your exam, sit for the exam, meet the certification requirement. Some of the keys to success: you may use various approaches to prepare the examination: self-assessment, perform individual study, participate in the information study group, attend formal review courses, and knowing your strengths and weaknesses, having an examination preparation plan, developing a test-taking strategy, understanding how to use your calculator. All these things we'll be knowing from the person who is recently passed his CSP examination. And basically, he'll be providing good tips as well as strategies, how he got his CSP. He's also one of my colleague in KOC, Kuwait Oil Company. He recently passed out. And he also went through the process which I have explained you, but we will listen from him. So, Mr. Nizar, you can open your mic and let me know whether you want to share the screen or you want me to share the screen.
Yes, thank you very, very much, Ashok ji. Yeah, please, it is better if you can share the slide.
Sure. Go ahead, yeah. No problem. Yeah.
You may have to click continuously on the mic.
Sure. I will do that. I will do that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, go ahead, yeah.
I'm Nizar Khanumal. Good afternoon from Kuwait. I'm very much happy to get an opportunity to talk with you here, sharing my experience. It was in October 2022. I attended the second global webinar, which is conducted by BCSP ambassador, Mr. Ashok ji. And I was motivated by his presentation, and I started my journey to pass ASP and CSP. Here, I am going to explain you the success ladder, which I believe working with me very well. And I will cover this sharing experience within 9 minutes, hopefully, detailing you some 6 points, which include strategy, Ashokji, you will be having the multiple clicks because I put macros there.
Yes. Yeah, I'll keep doing it. Yeah.
Yes. The six points are strategy, methodology, material, practical experience, mentorship, and finally the challenges. That's how I reached the golden credential of BCSP, that is the Certified Safety Professional. Before we start, I have a reminder for you. There are many paths to achieve your goal. Here I am sharing only the tactics and methods which work with me. I hope it may work with you. You can try for that. And let's continue with the strategy. The most important one is set clear goal and milestone for your each phase of preparation. I mean, on the fine morning of exam day, you will encounter 175 new questions that are fresh, straight from the oven and completely brand new, along with 25 familiar ones. You have to attend this question within 5.5 hours. So you need a very good preparation. So I developed a study schedule, sticking consistently to it. So I adopted few tips like Pomodoro technique, interleave learning, and regular exercise, quality sleep, and power naps, which helped me a lot to get in the position of ready to prepare attend the exam. Then we will see the methodology. In fact, I started with the domain 8 of CSP, that is about training, where you can find the adult learning techniques. I simply applied myself to start with this. So I got a lot of confidence on that. In addition, I can suggest you 2 books which I gone through. The first one is Remember Everything You Want and Manage the Rest. And the other one is Learning How to Learn, which all available on Amazon. And it gave me a lot of confidence. Then I use a combination of reading materials and practice exam questions together. And I try to apply my new wisdom on real scenario whenever it is possible. Then we go to the materials I use. You can refer the BCSP, the official site, and there you can find the blueprint of CSP, which consists of 9 domain in 74 topics. And in addition to that, self-assessment by BCSP for CSP and SP available. Those are freely accessed who are attending this webinar. And there are the BCSP Pocket app is also available, which you can purchase on Android or iOS for $19, I believe. Then regarding the textbook, I use the well-known Safety Professional Reference Guide by W. Yates. That is very, very good and sufficient for preparing the exam. But in case you have any doubt, I referred Safety and Health for Engineers by Roger Brower. It is whenever in doubt. It's a very big book, but I use for a reference only. In addition, the online resource by OSHA official website, that is a very good place for getting answer explanation. When we come to the mentorship, I am blessed or lucky to get my senior safety engineer, Mr. Sony Thomas CSP. He was available anytime for my guidance. And I am also a member of the professional organization here in Kuwait, ASP Kuwait chapter, where I met the gentleman Venkit Ramana. He was very helpful to boost my confidence. And we have a WhatsApp group, Safety Pro Hub. Most of you may be the member of that. There I met Madam Nancy Grace. She is giving the free classes and the paid version as well. That was also helpful for me. When we come to the practical experience, I was trying to get an opportunity to apply my knowledge, the new tactics where I learned whenever possible in my work scenario and in voluntary setting. Also, I use this for safety-related problem solving also. Such a way I got enough confidence to attend the exam. To be honest, the final one, I faced a lot of challenges. The first one was time management, then the complex style of MCQ questions, and the broad reference books available, and finally, forgetting curve. So let me explain you one by one about the time management. This will be a big task for anyone to cope up with balancing with the preparation of the exam plus your work and personal things. So I referred a book called How to Live on 24 Hours a Day by Arnold Bennett. It is very helpful for our everybody. In essence, he is telling all of the people in the world is getting only 24 hours. Why not you? So it boosts me a lot to squeeze my goodness out. Then I was using Pomodoro technique. Ashok ji is in the second slide.
Yeah.
Pomodoro technique is a well-known one from the ancient time. It is simply focusing a selected time, for example, 30 minutes at a time, and keep away from all distractions, try your best, then taking a break. So you can use your good time by using this Pomodoro technique. Maybe I was doing Pomodoro whenever I get a mood for at least 25 or 30 minutes. When we come to the complex style of MCQ questions, I understand most of the professional exams, they make MCQ questions. It was tested by psychometric. This is my belief. They ensure that all the answer options go beyond mere guessing. So it means you have to make a thorough preparation. Align, I found which is helpful, the HDI, I mean Herman Brain Dominance Instrument Thinking Model. You can refer this on page number 458 of Safety and Health for Engineers by Roger Bower. So it is talking basically about the thinking methodologies. Normal human brain, they think emotionally, or they think synthesized or logical, analytical, or the organized or detailed mode. So such a way we can go each topic, blueprint topic in depth. Then I made my own questions on each topic of blueprint from different perspectives. I mean, there are 74 topics in 9 domains. Each topic, I went in details and I made my own questions whenever possible. When we come to the broad reference books, BCSP suggested almost 29 reference books, where I selected only 2. But to boost my confidence and fill the gap, I found another book I Googled and found in Amazon that is about the CSP preparation by Samiullah Rajput. He's also a CSP and a trainer. It was useful for me. And finally, when we come to the forgetting curve, you may already know about this. Any human in general, he learn a new wisdom, he may forget within a week. To beat this forgetting curve, we have to revise the learning multiple times in a day. So I use the spaced learning technique, which is simply learning 1 hour or 2 hours per day instead of continuously carving for many hours. This will help us to boost our cognitive level. And the last tip is I used Fibonacci sequence for revising what I learned. Fibonacci sequence simply means we repeat the learned portions with the interval of day 1, day 2, day 3, day 5, day 8, day 13, so on. So in short, in 3 months, you can make maybe up to 11 revisions. In my case, I did only 6 revisions, which was sufficient for me to get the confidence to attend the exam. In conclusion, I was using all the techniques which I explained. Yeah, I think it is a little slow, the slide.
Yeah.
So setting clear goal, utilizing adult learning technique, which as in domain 8, leveraging Pomodoro technique, incorporating interleave and spaced learning methods, limiting relevant learning material, mastering technique to combat the forgetting curve, which you already mentioned, and seeking mentorship and actively engaging the professional forum. These are the strategies I use, and finally, I am able to achieve the Golden Crucial Certified Safety Professional. And thank you very much for listening this. And I wish you all aspirants to get this credential as soon as possible. Whenever you put enough effort and time, wish you all good luck. Thank you very much. And thank you, Ashok ji, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Nizarji, and it was a very, very nice explanation of how you went through the whole process, starting from the second global webinar which you attended. I am sure in our future fifth or sixth global webinar, people who are attending today will be taking your position as well. Thank you so much for detailed explanation. Of course, it is being recorded. People who wants to have a recorded session, you can also have it, So that's one of the good thing, Nizarji. Thank you so much for the detailed explanation. So let's.
You are welcome, sir.
Yes, thank you, Yeah. So let's, yes, Mr. Nizar was telling about the so many things. One of the resources we have is the mentoring program. If you are attending from the different parts of the world, you can go to BCSP website and see which region you are, Asia or Middle East or, North America. Then you can choose a person whom you want, or it's your choice. Nowadays everything is virtual. So whichever part of the world you are, your known person can really help, because I'm helping the people from Canada, Singapore, and Nigeria, and so many parts of the world. The people are contacting me, and I think a few days back, one Mr. Thiru Sendil from Qatar contacted. I told him, you attend this session. I'm sure he's on the call, so you will have a better clarity of requirements. So one person yesterday, he contacted me from Dubai. I think he's also attending today. So it's a good opportunity for the people to know what's happening. And there are so many social media apps are there. I'm not sure Buppy is on the call, but yeah, so Buppy's group is really doing a great job. And one Mr. Vishnu also does a great job in providing the mentoring as well as providing the training. And I'm sure he's also on the call. And yeah, there are recorded sessions also available, which I gave earlier, so you can refer to that. And yes, as I was telling, that there is a complimentary self-assessment tool which will be given free of cost to the people. I think there are 106 people. That's very good success, I think, of this webinar. So then maybe people can attend that. And yes, if you have any suggestions or concerns or queries, you can put in the chat box. My friends, Mr. Vikram Tiwari as well as Vishnu are there. They'll be reading the questions and I'll be answering whatever best I can do it. Vikramji, please go ahead and reading out any queries. If you are tracking the questions, or Vishnu. Any specific questions?
Yeah, yes, good evening, everyone. One question from Mr. Mohammed Imran Rahman. Anyone can guide about WhatsApp group mentioned earlier?
Yes, I think I have a number here, WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group number I'll put in the chat box. And Vishnu, you can also post your number in the chat box, so that since you're also providing the same service, and Buppy's number also, I will post it. Yeah. Any other question?
Okay. Right. So, how can I get a membership of UAE group?
UAE, there is no WhatsApp group as per my knowledge, and but Buppy is there, and Vishnu is there. Even Kuwait, we have a ASP study group is there. Yeah, I think somebody posted. Kindly add my contact number. I will send this chart to Mr. Bapi and Vishnu also, you can join their classes, okay, or their WhatsApp groups. How to get free self-assessment access? Yes, yeah, you will get the email from the BCSP directly with the email which you have registered, okay, and that's the one you can always get it, and and once they get it, they give the 3 months access. You can go through that self-assessment module. Yeah.
So one question from Mr. Vaibhav on a part of exam and certification fee. Why BCSP is having $100 application verification fee for CS?
Yeah, this is application fees. Basically, this application fees is charged $160. Okay, and that includes your, qualification validation also. Earlier, we used to pay separate $80 for the qualification. For example, if you have done your engineering from the US or India or other parts of the world, they have to give the equivalency whether your bachelor degree is really equal to US bachelor degree or no. For that, they engage a third party. Third party will charge about $80. Those $80 were being charged to the candidates, but now they don't charge it. So it is included in the $160 itself. It is a common $160 for everybody all around the world. So that's application processing fees. That's the amount of time they are spending, the efforts they are spending by the organization. That is for that, because they have 100 staff members, and a lot of technicalities are there. So they need to have that resource or revenue for that. Yeah. Anything, Vishnu?
Asking about renewal fee concession availability if I hold an Ayush membership from Mr. Divakar.
There is no renewal fee like that. Yes, I think Bapi has posted his WhatsApp group link. Yeah, there is no renewal fees, exemption or discount, any sort of thing. Only the waiver is given for the ASP for the people who are having some approved QEP qualifications. So there is no discount in that. Yeah.
One question is from Mr. Vaibhav. Mr. Vaibhav is asking, earlier there were BCSP web seminars for waiver of application fees and coupons were provided. So
Yes.
any such seminars?
This is the such seminar only. This is the such seminar until
Yes.
second global webinar. We used to provide $100 fees. Now there were some issues raised by the accreditation body that you should not give those discounted give to people who are only attending. It should be in par with everybody. So they changed that concept. There was an audit query, and they changed that concept. That's why they are giving the self-assessment. So as an encouragement for attending this particular sessions. Yeah.
Mr. Taslim asking about the time period taking for application review and evaluation of credentials.
Generally, it is taking 1 month, 4 weeks, Mr. Taslim. Yeah.
Sir, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Mohammad Qaus Pasha from NDSC RIG 17 HSC. I have one concern, sir, regarding how we can get the previous questions, CSP questions, sir.
You can get CSP previous sample questions once you join our Bapi's or Vishnu's WhatsApp groups, and they will be sharing that experience with you. And there are so many resources like Bovani HS, and so many apps are there. They are all the previous questions, only sample questions. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
One question from Mr.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Myself is Ali Asfer. Actually, sir, previously there was a equivalency, right? For the non-US
1 minute announcement to everybody. If you want to speak, raise your hand so that we can call your name, so that a lot of now we are taking the chat questions. So if you want to speak, raise your hand, then we will ask the particular name, then you can ask your question. Go ahead.
Sir, myself Ali Asfer.
Yeah.
Actually, before, as I know, there was a US equivalency for the non-US candidate, okay? So now, as I heard, now the process has been changed. So directly it has been reviewed by the BCSP. So what is the process to do to get it, and within how many days or how many weeks it will be confirmed, the application for that process?
See, earlier we used to get from educational perspectives or the listed are approved by the BCSP. Now BCSP itself is doing that. That's a good advantage to us. We don't have that headache. Okay. Now BCSP, once you send all your credentials, everything, they take 4 weeks to do that external evaluation and all those things like that. So minimum 4 weeks they will take it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
One question from Mr. Batavi Khalifa. On the way to touch the day of CSP exam, it's so hard to get information from books referred here on environmental domain 7 CSP. Do you recommend any extra references for that? I saw many friends that got very less degrees at this domain.
Yeah, this domain, see, if you go to that BCSP blueprint, there are already reference books are there. Okay. So again, once you go through the self-assessment, it will give you what are your strengths and under these domains. Whichever domain you are having less score, you can focus on that. And a lot of sample questions, sample tests, our Nizar was telling that he has taken 6 sample tests, 6 into 5.5 hours. Sample test means not like 1 hour or half an hour. He has taken the full length of the sample test. So then he will understand where are his weakness and where are his strengths. So whichever area you are, for example, if your environmental domain is weak, you need to go and see the reference materials which is given in the BCSP website. You can get that. Yeah.
Mr. Abu Bakr Siddiqui, his TSP certificate has been expired. About the process further.
Abu Bakr, in Telugu we say Turpu Dirigi Dandam Bettu. That means you lost your opportunity. You have to write ASP again because you lost your TSP. Nobody can help you.
No, sir. No, sir. I have to apply for ASP.
Yes, exactly. You have to apply for ASP.
Some questions on the same context of do I hold an engineering diploma along with a state technical board or any other international diploma? Will I be eligible to write the CSP?
See, in state technical diploma is enough, but if you want to have a CSP, you need to have a bachelor degree. You have in India, we have the diploma, the 3 years diploma. After 10th, we go to the diploma. That diploma, technical diploma, will not qualify you for the CSP. You need to have a bachelor degree and a diploma to get the waiver, then go for the CSP. If you don't have the bachelor degree, another opportunity is ASP, like that. Yeah.
Sir, I was received mail from TSP that you should to renew your TSP certification before end of this year.
Correct.
So, should I have to apply and try this one or no?
No, you have to buy, application fee is not required, but you write to BCSP that my TSP application is expired and I want to write the ASP exam. I think $350 you have to pay.
Mr. Kishore Kumar asking if we
Okay,
complete.
okay,
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. If Kishore Kumar is asking that if we complete ASP, is there any waiting period for doing CSP? Will it be done immediately?
No. There is no waiting period, but only thing is you have to keep continuing paying the annual renewal fees. Okay. So annual renewal fees are around $180 or like that. So until you get your CSP, you continue to pay. That's one of the important thing. Yeah.
Mr. Joshua question, Nibosh IDIP holder, he's applying, he's confused with the accreditation process of the bachelor's degree. Some of his non-person's bachelor's degrees got rejected. So just having a confusion over how, like, is there any approved board or a UGC mentioned in the BCSP which is approved?
No, you have to send your bachelor degree certificate and your transcripts. Then they will themselves evaluate. So there's no list, but they evaluate. Maybe the third party will be having the list. but not in the BCSP website.
One question on regarding renewal of CSP, if not renewed in 1 year or 2 years.
Yeah, that's a good question because many people ask me. For example, by 31st January, you need to renew it. Okay. And until February, you need to renew with the fine. If you are not renewing it before February, until, for example, February 2024, you are supposed to renew it. Until December 2024, you will have an opportunity to pay with the dues, with the penalty. After December 24, if you do not pay, you have to write the CSP exam again. That's a rule. So 1 year grace period, you have it.
Mr. Nizam, 3 years bachelor's degree is valid for CSP, or we really require a 4-year degree?
No, 3-year degree is okay. There are so many 3-year degrees like a Bachelor of Science, Commerce. So many people have already got it, and they are qualified also.
Question from Mr. Vijay on UPS MTech HSC. Can they waiver for ASP after, like, that's
Yes.
the question, can we have?
And unfortunately, I have told my colleagues earlier, Dr. Nihal and others, recently we had one seminar to UPS. I told them also, your institute has to approve it. You have every opportunity to get the waiver, but your institute is not approaching BCSP. So you go to your department head, tell my name, I'm sure he will know. Ask him to send the BCSP your syllabus, your examination process, your blueprint of your MTech course. Then BCSP will approve it. Do the groundwork, and it's there in the BCSP website, 1-page form. That form has to be filled and send it to the BCSP to get the waiver. Yeah.
Mr. Taslim Ahmed has written ASP and passed and applied for CSP almost 4 months from now to get his certificate to be reviewed. Is checking the reason for that, and what's the solution for that?
I don't think they will take 4 months, Mr. Taslim. Something wrong, either their emails have gone into a spam folder or something like that. But write to them and copy to ambassador, this BCSP, ambassador@bcsp.org, which you got your email from the registration of this particular thing. Tell them that you attended this webinar and I want to know the status, and copy me also. Yeah.
Mr. Kotesh asking for any concessions on exam core.
Exam core, I think no concession. Sorry, it's $900. I think it's costly, but your potential will increase. Yeah. But there are so many private parties also there. You can attend theirs also. So absolutely. But I'm telling you, frankly, like Nizar said, that self-study will be adequate, and there are so many resources nowadays. So yeah.
Yeah, from my side, I have read, sir.
And then Vaibhav Chauhan just posted, apart from Gulf and USA countries, what are the other countries where CSP holders can have a good job opportunities? Australia, Germany, UK, European countries will consider CSP with respect to their own certifications. Yes. For example, UK, we have a IOSH and BCSP has got some MOU. And even Australia is also considering. Canada, of course, they consider. Again, it depends on the country where you are going, because so many places the CSP is considered as a gold standard certification in the safety field, So it certainly is considered, yeah. BCSP customer ID is valid forever. It's like your email ID. Mr. Jeevan Kumar, yeah. Okay, two people have raised the hand. Mr. Partha, go ahead, Partha.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
They expired their certification due to the not paying the previous. I believe the BSP continues to send the reminders about their certification status.
Partha, your voice was not clear. Can you please ask again?
I think few of them raised their concern that they failed to recertify their certifications due to their late payment of the renewal fees. I
Ah,
believe that you send the reminders about this certification status.
yeah, of course. You can always send. If you are in Dubai, you can contact Dubai BCSP office also. And yeah, you can keep sending the reminders and copy ambassador at bcsp.org. So the Shannon is she will have a special attention for these people who are attending today. Thank you, Partha. Mr.
Mr.
Ayaz, yeah.
Good evening, sir. This side Shakib Ayaz.
Mhm.
And actually, I have completed my ASP like last 2 year before last 2 year, and on that time when I was creating my profile on BCSP, I already submitted my bachelor's degree, which is like mechanical engineering I have done, and submitted with the transcript and everything. And before last 2 year, I have done my ASP, and this year I like lost my credential because I haven't made a payment of ASP. Now I'm looking for CSP. I'm according to you, I am directly eligible with my bachelor's degree to write CSP exam, or I should be like getting back again ASP then writing an exam.
No, if you have any approved diplomas like for the QEP, then you can get the waiver. If you only Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering alone, you have it, you will not get it because you already lost the ASP. So you have to write the ASP and CSP. Yes.
So is there any other way, like, why should be like writing again ASP? It should be like any other way to get like CSP?
No other way, I asked, because you did not renew, correct? It got expired.
Yes.
And you don't have any diplomas like CLI or RLI diploma to get the waiver. So in that case, you need to go through the two process again. When it is expired,
So I think this year only, or because I haven't checked the date
no, if
regarding
it
this,
is,
but I sent the email to
if it is,
BCSP many times.
if it is within 1 year, you can renew it. But if it is before 1 year, it's difficult.
And sir, can I like have a renewal right now, like by sending email to anybody? I'm eligible to pay also the fines also.
Yeah, that they will give you only 1 year chance. So you can try, write to ambassador at bcsp.org and refer to our email, our discussion today, and ask them your clarifications. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Yes, one more. Yeah.
So Mian, on
Yeah,
scheduled exam 29, will it be able to get the self-assessment before that, 23rd May?
23rd May. Yeah, you will get within 1 week, less than 1 week, you will get it. Yes. Any other questions, Vikramji and Vishnu?
One question, sir. Asking about SMS, is it easier than CSP, ASP from Mr. Naveen Acharya?
No, SMS is mostly the management side, So certainly it will be easier than CSP, of course, but higher than ASP, I can say. Yeah. So that concludes our detailed explanation, and let's have our okay. So would like to conclude our session. Thank you very much, Mr. Vishnu and Vikramji. We have completed the question and answer session. And of course, Mr. Bappi, are you on the call? You can always speak if you are on the call. And thank you very much. And just to announce that if you have any further queries on any certification issues, you can write to ambassador@bcsp.org. And Vishnu would like to say anything about your experience. You're welcome to take 1 or 2 minutes.
Nothing much to say, sir. Everything is clear, which you have explained. The thing is, we have to spend some time. We have to do some amount of hard work, sincere work. and it is easily achievable. It is easily achievable in brackets that we have to put some amount of hard work.
Exactly.
That's it.
Absolutely. Vikramji?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah, would like to say anything about for the people?
Sir, like all of your sessions related to BCSP certification and how to achieve the certification is always, it's very fruitful, and I hope many doubts are clear for all of us.
Sure. Thank you, Vikram, and thank you, Vishnu, for supporting during this webinar. And thank you, Mr. Bapi, for always engaging with the people who are really, getting a lot of benefit from your WhatsApp group. And it's always my pleasure to support your group. And of course, thank you very much. And I'm stopping.